He stood sucking his thumb, forearm resting on the shoulder of a friend, his free hand on his hip, half insolent, nonchalant and in control, his eyes shining from under luxuriant lashes, a smile of sorts upon those luscious lips, Greek marble personified, made flesh, Castor and Pollux paired, Dioscuri, children of Zeus and Leda, both ephebes, and one a living god. The raised and lowered flame, his friend the latter, and of a coarse discoloured stone, but he himself, I half recoiled, I think I even staggered. Love at first sight? Yes, of course it was. Silence overwhelmed the noisy world. Incarnation and epiphany, the line of his jaw, his watching eyes, his mouth, the multiplex curves and concaves of his form, the mellifluous whole chanting the open step, some fierce hard horseman ravishing the Bithynian genetrix generations before, whence the line had mellowed, melded, ripened into this almost perfect sun-warmed form. I asked his name, hardly remembering my own. "I am called Antinous," he said, his voice high and bright and still unbroken, broad chest thrust forward, kilt proudly swinging as he half turned toward me, as if dancing. The dowdy friend looked on and sniggered, a knowing youth, no doubt already familiar with the grubbier aspects of human interaction. Antinous frowned with displeasure, quite severe. The lad caught the look of disapprobation, calloused feet scuffing the dirt in embarrassment, looking from him to me, the snigger fading. My bodyguard rode up, breaking the spell, with chinking metal and hoofbeats suddenly stilled. Both boys watched breathless, nothing now but boys, the armour and the horses and the weapons and the big tough men, Antinous' mouth half open, large and ripe. Already an aura flickered about his head with its shining, curling mass of heavy hair. Being busy, I forgot him, or I thought I had forgotten him. But something led me back to the same district. Doubtless the lure of the god, the elusive scent of the divine which seems from childhood, calling from the past, enticing to the future, compulsive harbinger, trumpeting summons to fulfill the fated destiny. My forgetfulness had been itself a sign. So later, not too later, back I went with my sweaty, unwashed cavalry, my lumbering, unattractive troops, drawn by the radiance of divinity, the sweetness of infinity, back to my destiny. And there he was, upon the field of exercise, naked perfection, glistening with oil, chanting a Spartan war song. And his voice, the song within the song, the shining limbs, the flying hair, white teeth in the open mouth, the attitude, leant forward with his sword in hand, the imitation shield, a disk of painted wood, ready to repulse the coming foe, all the while chanting lustily the one and only, the pure ephebe, youthful Mars and Apollo in one shape. My heart, my lungs, my loins were in my throat. The tears ran down my face. My entourage was with me. I addressed him, amazed at my composure, put on like a diadem, every inch the emperor, apart from the tell-tale wetness of my cheeks, inwardly on my knees. I asked him where he had learnt that wonderful song. He smiled and bowed. My master taught it me. It lifts the spirit and inspires the flesh. This in perfect Greek. What other language should the Godhead speak? Come to me later. Teach me the words of the song, I commanded. He bowed again, quite unafraid. The courtiers spoke with him as I passed on, trembling very slightly and amazed at my own perturbation. What was this?